down there with your clients, sometimes you are saying things that violate their preferences, and a part of their critter brain at an unconscious level starts to actually freeze up. Their breathing slows down, they become unresourceful, and then you get less information to be able to support them. So wouldn't you say that it would be useful to be able to have your client feel safe and with like kind? So this is what we're throwing up there. We're putting a spotlight so that you guys can have your clients feel safe, not only through your interactions one-on-one, but through your emails and your marketing.
Yes. So let's talk about the levels of rapport that you can be in. So there are 5 levels of rapport, and we are going to dissect one very intensely today. And we won't have time for the others just because we don't have time for them, but we want to give them all to you so that if you have a chance to do some other reading, you can actually start to check into this because they're very important. The first level of rapport is called physical rapport. And if we could have the slide up on the screen. The physical rapport is literally your physical presence with someone such that, so Melissa here has her legs crossed, and I'm crossing my legs like this, and I'm starting to mirror her physical presence. Now, who's kind of a gesticulator in the room? Who
uses their hands?
Who's a talker? Okay, great. So tell me something about your favorite part of the week so far, and just give me some gestures that are exciting and wild. And we're gonna hand a microphone to you.
Let's just stand up. Let's give a round of applause.
Yeah. Awesome. So, what was the favorite part of your week so far?
Actually doing the snaps where we're running around all the circles and we're just going back and forth.
Oh, you guys should be noticing all of her gestures. We're running around, we're going back and forth. She's literally holding the running around right here in her brain.
Yeah.
And so if you go, so you were running around, you were running around? She's
like,
huh?
No, we weren't running around like that. I don't know what you're doing, but that's not running around.
Yeah, we were running around, right? Yeah, she even gets excited.
Yeah. Yes. Right? Yeah, so watch. Ready? See? So thank you. Give her a hand. Thank you. So physical rapport deals with how we interact physically. Now, of course, this is when you're in person with your clients.
Well, actually, it also pertains to groups. The moment we got up here, we made sure we made some small gestures, we made some big gestures, and then we lowered our tone, and we went more in here, and then we talked about what you're going to get, and we used all different types of gestures because when we're in a room full of hundreds of people, or even thousands over the internet, what we want to do is you want to spray out lots of different types of gestures and volume and tones. It's all in the physical, and also your tone, which you're going to get to next.
Yeah, which leads us beautifully into voice. So when you're doing business on the phone, you can really start to pay attention to how does someone on the other end of the phone use their voice. And you have things in this category like the pitch, if you're talking to a real low kind of talker.
I mean, how many of you have just gotten a phone call, there you are at dinner, and someone goes, "Hello, it's the police department, we'd like to raise some money," and you're like, "Whoa," right? And then if someone calls and you're just having a nice dinner and they say, "Hello, do you have a moment to talk?"
Yeah.
And you're at that same level of tone, and you're like, "Yeah, I could do that."
Yeah. Now we love the police department.
Yeah, yes, we do. We love the police department.
Okay.
They keep us safe.
Thank you very much,
Except
Jeff.
for the tickets.
But you're listening to, for example, Jeff and I live in California, and we live in, San Francisco, and it's kind of laid back town, right? And we do business all over the world. So sometimes we get on the phone with a real fast talker from New York. Okay, we got to get this deal done. We got about an hour and a half on this, right? And if we're like, "Whoa, man, it's California, dude. We're hanging on the beach. Yo, surf's up," right? He's like, "No, this is not who I do business with." So the vocal component is another way people start to process, am I like this person? And you better believe they start thinking, well, if I'm like this person, it goes off. Am I safe? Does this person understand my business? Do they understand my world? Will they understand my customers? Will they understand how to work together? Will they have the same agreements? They start all that processing. So that's the second layer of rapport. The third layer of rapport is literally keywords. When someone says a word to you, we're going to need it. Who will do an example with me? Come on. Who wants to really grow this? Someone excited, full of energy, yeah. Come on. How about you right there, sir? Come on up.
Let's give him a round of applause. An antelope.
It's so much fun being an antelope.
All right.
I thought you guys would do the belly jump. You go.
No, sorry. I'm not an NBA guy. I am a Jewish guy, right? Exactly. Yeah.
Do
Jewish
the
guys are
Top
like, Okay, he's my guy. I love him. Let's grab a microphone right there, please, on the podium. So, now, did you already notice the rapport? Did you already notice all the levels of rapport that just came out? Right? He said, "Are you a Jewish guy?" I'm a Jewish guy. Keyword backtracking immediately, right? We already had this. There was already immediate levels of rapport going on. So great. So let's talk about something else than being Jewish. Let's talk about what's one of the favorite, what's some of the best things you got out of the week so far at CEO Space?
The people that I've met.
The people you met.
It's all about the relationships.
And it's about relationships, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my background's networking. So to be able to come here and meet this kind of people at a group like this is
Got it.
just heaven for me.
So your background's in networking. Tell me about networking. What do you do in networking?
I teach people how to do it. I teach people how to mix, mingle, and schmooze.
Got it. Do you know what schmooze means?
I know it because of what I do. It's kind of like, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet
Yes. Got it. So schmooze, I'm going to let you know, so I speak German. Schmooze, ladies and gentlemen, means cuddle in German.
He teaches people how to cuddle.
you. He's so soft.
Thank you. I got that one. Thank you. Give him a hand.
Man. Let's give this guy a hand.
So we got keyword backtracking. So literally, and in marketing, how important when they say go out and survey your market. Find out what keywords they use. Companies spend thousands, millions of dollars on finding out what are the keywords specifically that our customers use so we can put them on our website. You should be spending some time doing that.
Well, just think about it. If you're wondering if that's effective or not, go out and try and say exactly the opposite of the words your customer says. Or when there you are, you're sitting with your customer and they say, I want to make more money. And you say, you want to grow wealth? They're like, no, I want to make more money. Okay? So how you use your language, you want to make sure you pick up on those keywords. But I'm going to give you something that is a little bonus around how you pick up on what keywords to use. And this is unplanned for my buddy Kane.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. We'll talk about. So what you want to do is when you listen to people's keywords, you want to listen for the intonations that they use around each keyword. So, here I am. I want to come to CEO Space. I want to raise more money. So raise, I said raise. Okay? And I want to grow my company. Grow had some emotion behind it, okay? So then I write grow. These are the words you want to backtrack. Notice when they put emotion behind their words, and what happens in our brains is, in my brain, is I'm literally making a flag for every time I hear an intonation that happens and a little bit of a tonal difference, and I mark that word and I say, hey, you know what? This is going to help you raise more money, and people that come to CEO Space grow their businesses. And most importantly, they're able to grow themselves and the people around them.
Yeah. Yeah, great.
Good.
I learn something new from you every time.
I know. We're always learning from
Beautiful.
each other, aren't we?
The next level, and the one that we're going to share with you today, is called metaprogram. And so we're going to dive into this deeply, so I'm not going to explain it too much right here. But it is effectively, how do your customers process information? How do they orient themselves towards being motivated to buy, move, and get involved in things? And we're going to go through this today more in detail. So we're going to go right past this one to the last level, which is energetic rapport. Okay? And when you have this sort of energetic rapport, when you're expressing yourself sort of dynamically like another person, you have a whole nother level of rapport that you're on. Okay? So these are the levels of rapport. We are about to dive into metaprograms.
But energy, do you remember that time at the airport?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Tell that story.
Okay. So we fly a lot. And you guys know Colorado tends to get a little held up with their air flights. You guys notice that? Yeah, so there you are. If you go to Colorado, you should just plan on being delayed. So I always think it's a fascinating place to go because there I am, I'm sitting there, I'm delayed, and I've got a couple hours to kill, okay, because, plane's on time as always. And then I'm sitting there and I'm doing my work, and then all of a sudden, this guy, he's a big guy, kind of like me, right? And this guy comes up and he goes, I missed my flight, I'm pissed off, I'm gonna miss my meeting and this is your fault. And he goes up to this little tiny woman. My mother is a 5-foot Italian woman, okay? She's about the same size. Okay, this little woman is working behind the counter like this, and she looks up and she goes, okay? And then I'm just like, oh, this is going to be interesting. Let's see what happens, right? And so the little lady gets up, and she's so cute. She comes out from around the counter, and she looks up at him, and I'm just like waiting for something, right? I'm expecting her to go, now, sir, you calm down. And this little lady goes, oh my God, I can totally see why you're so mad. It sucks to miss a flight. I get it. Doesn't it make you angry? And he goes, yeah! And she gets right next to him in his world, energetically matching his tone. And what begins to happen, it's amazing. This woman must have studied human dynamics or something. She shouldn't be working behind the counter. She should be working with humans. Well, she is working with humans, but maybe doing something else, like psychology or something. But she gets in there and she's matching energetically with this guy. And all of a sudden, the guy starts to just calm down. Because she's not actually getting mad at him. she's getting mad with him. And it was so neat to watch it unfold. So this is energetic rapport. You want to match people's energy. If you come in and they're excited and you come in flat, you're going to bring them down. But we want to come in, if they're excited, you're excited. Match their energy. That's energetic rapport.
All right, speaking of energy, you guys have been sitting a while. Let's have you stand up.
Up!
Come on, get up. And we want you to find yourself in groups of 3.
Groups of 3.
The center person is the aerobics instructor. The other 2 are going to follow them. Come on. Take it away.
Guys.
Aerobics instructor in the middle.
Aerobics instructor, let's see it.
Go. Come on.
Come on.
Go.
Let's see this group over here.
Come on. Come on. Woo. Woo. What's up? Come on.
I can't hear you in the